What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here. Week 10 picks are in the books and didn't do so well this week. Did really bad this week, in fact. And week 11 picks just around the corner. So let's see what we got going on. Let's see the ones. Well, Thursday night, obviously, I picked the Raiders to beat the Chargers. And that did not happen. I'm sorry. I picked the Chargers to beat the Raiders. I went with Phillip Rivers, and that's always dangerous. Raiders at home beat the Chargers 26-24. They've got a winning record now. Raiders are 5-4, very good team. One of them that I actually did well on, the Bears and Lions. I picked the Bears to win this game 20-14. They won this game 20-13, so not a bad pick there at all. My lock of the week was the Ravens at the Bengals. I picked Ravens 30, Bengals 14. It was a whitewash. It was 36-point victory. 49-13. Ravens kicked the Bengals' ass. The rest, a lot of them here are I'm in trouble, Bills and Browns. I said all week long, I stressed the Browns are not that good. The Bills' defense is better. Browns won a tight one, 19-16. Hats off to the Browns. Chiefs and Titans. I didn't see this one coming either. The Titans played the game of the week. They had to have to beat this Chiefs team. Chiefs, they've got some weaknesses. They've got some holes, and if you can find them, you can beat them. I picked the Chiefs to win 30-24. They got beat 35-32. Falcons and Saints. I said all week long, I even gave Matty Ice props, but I thought no way that the Saints lose this game off of a bye. They do though, and they got pounded 26-9. I'm not sure Drew going back to Drew Brees was the right thing to do. We'll see. Giants and Jets. I picked the Giants only on the aspect of I know how tough their defense is against the NFC East. Jets played better ball yesterday. Sam Darnold came through for them 34-27. I picked the Giants to win that one 28-27. Another miss. That's 4 in a row for me. Don't worry, there's another one or two coming. Cardinals and Bucks. You just don't know where Kyler Murray is in his growing process. The Cardinals are not a good team, but neither are the Buccaneers. Buccaneers were at home. I picked the Cardinals to win by a full touchdown, 34-27, and Buccaneers pulled it out 30-27. That's 5 in a row I've missed. Don't worry, hang on. Got one more coming to you. Dolphins and Colts. I told everybody this was going to be a tight ball game. Brissett being out, the Colts are not the same team. I picked the Colts to win by 1 point. Didn't happen. I said 31-30. Nope. Dolphins win this one 16-12, and that was 6 in a row I missed. All right. Now I get back on track here now. Panthers and Packers. I know a lot of people like the Panthers just due to the fact they have a tough defense and exactly what the Packers don't want to see. Packers are at Lambeau. I'm not picking against them at Lambeau unless somebody's really bringing their lunch with them. I said 24-21. Packers win this one 24-16. Steelers and Rams. Upset of the week. I said the Steelers at home, one of the toughest teams to play. I don't care if I go out there and quarterback them. They got a chance to win. The Steelers 27, Rams 22, and it's just 10 points less for each team. 17-12, Steelers beat the Rams. Last night's game, Vikings and Cowboys. I picked the Vikings to win that game by 1 point, 27-26. They win 28-24. Don't forget tonight's game, Monday night. I'm holding on to the 49ers pick over the Seahawks in San Francisco, 29-28. All right, let's go to week 11 picks, folks. Yesterday, this week I'm not going to have a winning record, even if the 49ers win 6-7. My first losing record out of 10 weeks. So how about that? I've had a winning record all 9 weeks. I won more than I lost. Yesterday I didn't. All right, so let's see if we can turn it around. Thursday night, Steelers at the Browns. Steelers at the Browns. Steelers coming off a win. Browns coming off a win. Steelers, I always look at the steel curtain and I'm thinking, what quarterback wants to go against this team? Cold weather doesn't bother them. Going to Cleveland, I mean, when's the last time they lost at Cleveland? They're not going to lose to Cleveland this Thursday, I don't think. 21-18. 1 o'clock games on Sunday. Jets at the Redskins. Jets looked good yesterday against the Giants. Redskins coming off a bye, playing at home, and playing a team of the Jets that just came off of any win for the Jets is a major win. I'm taking the Redskins in this game. 31-26. I think the Redskins win their second game of the year. Cowboys at the Lions. Cowboys in a bad mood. Lions, they have no idea what they're doing. Is Stafford coming back and going to quarterback this week after losing yesterday? Who knows? Detroit's going to be at home. A lot of times these two teams get to play on Thanksgiving Day, and that's when the Lions really shine. But this is not a Thanksgiving Day game. This is a Sunday game. This is a Cowboys coming to town. Cowboys are going to beat the hell out of them. 38-20, Cowboys beat the Lions. Jaguars at Colts. Now, the Colts, without Brissett, are not the same team. They're at home. That helps. Jaguars coming off a bye. This is a game could go either way. I'm taking the Jags in this game. I think the Jags got a little something to prove here, and they're playing pretty good the last few weeks. 27-24, knocking Colts down a level or two. Broncos at the Vikings. Vikings just coming off a big win last night at Dallas. They're coming home. Broncos, I think they're coming off their bye. Vikings at home was so tough to beat. I'm going to stick with the Vikings. I know the Vikings can look like crap one week and play great the next. I'm going to stick with the Vikings, 31-30 over the Broncos. Saints and Buccaneers. I'm gonna just charge this Saints loss to just not being prepared. I don't know what it was. They're going to play the Buccaneers. They're the better team. They got two better quarterbacks than the Bucs have. Find a way to win this one, guys. If you're the Saints, you got to win this one. 33-24, Saints beat the Buccaneers. Falcons and Atlanta. Falcons and Carolina. And I'm sure Carolina is a big favorite in this game. But Carolina's still running around in circles, having no idea who their quarterback is. And we know right now that Cam Newton is out for the year. He's done. Are the Falcons going to start a little bit of a rebuilding process right here at the end of the year? I think he will. I like him here. I think they go into Carolina and beat Carolina 28-21. Texans and Ravens, maybe the game of the week here. And the Texans are coming off a bye. Ravens are coming off a big win at Cincinnati. I mean, they just tore the house down. They're coming home to play the Texans. I like the Texans. I like the Texans in this spot. The Texans, if you're coached at all, you should be ready to play a quarterback that's going to be running all over hell and back, and you got to be ready for it. Now, if his arm beats you, so be it. But Houston has a good enough front seven that they can actually pose problems to Baltimore. Now, let's flip it around the other way. Baltimore has a pretty darn good defense themselves. Baltimore is going to give Texans all they can handle on their side of the ball. I may be going a little high on the score right here, but I like the Texans to beat the Ravens next week, 27-24. Maybe a little high there. It may not be quite that high score, but it should be a bust them in your face kind of match. Let's go to the 4 o'clock games. Cardinals and 49ers. Everything depends on the 49ers, their health this week, everything else. They're playing the Seahawks. The good thing about it is, off a Monday night game, next week they get to play at home again. And they're going to be playing against the Cardinals. Cardinals are just in some disarray right now. 49ers, better team, better defense, better offense, better special teams. And I'm not the coaches, neither coach has really done anything to say, yeah, great, yeah, bad, or whatever. I like 49ers big, 38-20 over the Cardinals. All right, Bengals at Raiders. Can the Bengals win game 1, their first game of the year this year, against the Raiders? The Raiders are coming off a win, but it was Thursday night. That's a lot of things. A lot of times people forget you got 11 days to get ready for the Bengals, where the Bengals have 7 days. That makes a difference. I'm picking the Raiders here. I like the Raiders. I think the Raiders win this game 34-17. The Raiders are the better team. If they just both played yesterday, I would give the Bengals a little bit closer chance. 3 or 4 extra days, I'm giving the Raiders the benefit of the doubt. And Gruden's done a fine job this year. They're going to go 6-4, 34-17 over the Bengals. Patriots and the Eagles. I went over and over and over and over in my head about this game. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to change it up right now. Yeah, I am. This is one that could go either way. Now, for one thing, this is what I like about the NFL. Some things I don't like. They're both coming off buys. Okay, so the Eagles were off yesterday. The Patriots were off yesterday. But okay, now look at both teams. The Eagles their defensive backfield is in a shambles. They're going to give up some big plays to the Patriots. But who in the league looks more like Baltimore Ravens? What team looks more like Baltimore Ravens than any other team? Probably the Philadelphia Eagles. What did the Baltimore Ravens do? The Baltimore Ravens brought 4 guys, brought 5 guys, brought 6 guys after Brady, and they realized Brady can't outrun none of them. Are the Eagles going to do that? If the Eagles do that, they got a heck of a chance. This is a great 4 o'clock game. I'm taking the Eagles to win this ball game, 27-26. The Patriots can win it. The Patriots have a great, great staff, best coach in football. He should have them prepared this week. But if they're not, they're going to lose. Eagles 27, Patriots 26. Let's go to Sunday night. Bears at the Rams. Who's the worst starting quarterback in the NFL? That's not even hard to figure out. He plays in Chicago, and his name is Mitchell Trubisky. He is awful. Awful, folks. If you are a Chicago fan and you are defending Mitchell Trubisky, you're worse than Trubisky is, and you're worse than their coaching staff. There should not be one person at Soldier Field or in the city of Chicago defending this jabroni. He is not good. He cannot throw the ball on target. He cannot elude rushers. He does not know how to read a defense. I don't know how in the world he got drafted. Now, I mean, he is just not a good quarterback. Now you look at the Rams. Rams have a good defense. Bears have a good defense. You got Goff against Trubisky. I like Goff better. Don't get me wrong. Goff has had some real tough times, but I like Goff better. They're playing in L.A. LA has better receivers. Some guys can get down the field. And I think they can run the ball better. I like the Rams here, 23-18. Monday Night Football. What do we make of this now? The Chiefs get their butts handed to them. Chargers get their butts handed to them. They're playing Monday night. Chargers with 10 days off, and they're going to be at home against the Chiefs. But what's the one thing going against the Chargers? They've got Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is not an asset. He's just an ass. And he is not what you want if you want to try to win this day and time. Look at the numbers, folks. Just look at the numbers. He is not an asset for you. He throws the ball up and hopes. And he, as good as that Charger defense is, I'm not sure they wouldn't be better off to go with a backup quarterback that knows how to hand the ball off and throw short passes. I'm serious. They may be better off than what they've got right now. If they're not going to bench Rivers. He's what, 22 million, 24 million against cap. They can't bench him. The Chiefs, they ran into a buzzsaw called Tennessee. Tennessee, for whatever reason, decided, guess what, folks? Let's have a pep rally, and we're going to beat the hell out of the Chiefs. And they did it. They beat them down. They beat them. Can an MVP play that bad 2 weeks in a row? Well, and he didn't play terrible, but, probably shouldn't have even been back. Probably shouldn't have even been back on the field this week. I just think when you're looking at these two teams, I like the Chiefs a little bit better. 37-24, Chiefs over the Chargers. My lock of the week. I haven't found my lock of the week yet. Now I have found my lock of the week. If you don't bet on but one game, my locks, I'm perfect on my locks all year. I'm 10-0 on my locks. Why not, why not just stick with it? Cowboys going to the Lions, 38-20. The Cowboys should beat them up. Cowboys are the better team, both sides of the football and on special teams. Coaching, they're not the greatest, no. But you can overlook a coach if you got 53 good men on the field. And the Cowboys have a better team. Cowboys beat the Lions here, 38-20. All right, guys. I'm Rob. Thanks so much for watching my channel. Don't forget the Sony Open will be starting this week. Tiger Woods will be playing in it. Rocco Mediate will be playing in it. Who else will be playing in it? I don't know who all else will be playing in it. Asking the wrong person. I'm just doing it, right? Let's see. Who else is playing in this tournament? I don't know. I got it right here. Corey Pavin, Bernhard Langer, Dudley Hart, Carl Patterson, KJ Choi, Steve Lowry, Jeff Maggart, Camilo Villegas, David Duval in his heyday right there, Kenny Perry. So they're going to be the 12 golfers that I got playing this week. Woods will be 2 shots back starting Sunday afternoon rather. And let's see if he can make up ground on 6 guys that's sitting in front of him. 3 of them at 8 under. I'm sorry, 4 of them at 8 under, 4 of them at 9 under. So he's got to pass 8 golfers. But if anybody can do it, Tiger Woods can do it. So we'll see what happens. We got the Masters coming up in a couple of 3 weeks. May get some wrestling out. I may do a wrestling video today. I don't know. We may well do that. Haven't really been asked. Haven't been, really no one's promoted wanting to see wrestling or racing or golf or baseball. Definitely got to get my baseball back out. I got the 80 set, and I've really not done a lot with it yet, but I really want to. So hang to my channel, hang on to it. If you don't watch me live, that's fine. But if you do watch me on a tape delay, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you just catch me for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing. All it does is every time I go live, it gives you a little notification that Rob is going live. You watch me live, don't watch me live. Just catch it when you get a chance. Okay, guys? Some more fishing videos I hope are coming up in the upcoming week or two. Probably not day or two, but it's all dependent on game and inland fisheries when they want to stock where I want to go fishing. And once they do that, I'm going to go. May have a special guest, may not have a special guest. That's a little bit on the rocks right now, only due to the fact we don't know when it's going to occur. So I may even try one day this week to try to make it to the stream myself. But if I do, I would love nothing more than to show it to you guys live, but I realize that is just not a chance of that. I'm doing good if I get a signal on a phone where I'm going. So I realize there's not a chance I can show you a live feed, but if I ever get to another place again where I can show a live feed of fishing, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the computer out. I'm going to, hook up everything I got to as far as cams and everything. I may not have it adjusted and hooked to me, but I'm going to have it to the side or whatever with a tripod, and we're gonna do some serious fishing. So we'll see what happens. It's going to turn cold this week. Probably good for fishing, not so good for a lot of things going on. A lot of high school football and stuff will be going on in the upcoming weeks too. So Cowboys Lions, my lock of the week, week 11. We'll see what happens there. Go Redskins. We need a second win. We can't be the worst team in the league this year again, so we don't want to be that. Till I see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks for checking out my channel, and I'll surprise myself and you with something that whatever I do next, okay? All right, guys. Have a good one.